Abandoned cities around the world are unique places that hold stories of change and decay. They tell tales of the people who once lived there and how natural or economic disasters affected their fate. In this video, we will dive into the details of some of the most famous abandoned cities around the world. These cities were once hubs of life and prosperity, but over time and due to various circumstances, they were left behind. 1. Pripyat, Ukraine. Pripyat was flourishing in the 1970s and 1980s, considered a model city with everything from schools to hospitals and recreational facilities. The city's residents worked at the nearby Chernobyl nuclear power plant, located just 3 kilometers away, and they lived a normal life. However, after the catastrophic explosion at the plant in 1986, the city was the first to be evacuated. Everything was left behind, including children's toys still scattered in the streets. Recent studies indicate that radiation levels in certain areas of Pripyat are still dangerously high, making it one of the most restricted places in the world. Today, only specially guided tours are allowed to visit. Pripyat symbolizes the gap between technological progress and the environmental disaster it caused. 2. Kolmanskop, Namibia. Kolmanskop is one of the oldest cities built specifically for diamond mining. Diamonds were discovered in the area in 1908, and soon after, the city was built in the Namibian desert to house the workers. Kolmanskop was a thriving city with a hospital, a church, schools, and even a cinema. It was equipped with electricity and central heating, making it an advanced urban model in such a harsh desert environment. However, as diamond production dwindled, the city began to decline, and its residents left. Today, Kolmanskop is one of the top tourist destinations in Namibia, where visitors can walk through the deserted streets and view the buildings that have been swallowed by the sand, creating a haunting and emotional atmosphere of a lost city. 3. Hashima, Japan. Hashima Island was once a major site for coal mining. Many multi-story buildings were constructed on this small island, making it one of the most densely populated places in the world at the time. After World War II, the demand for coal surged, and the island thrived rapidly. However, when the coal industry declined in the 1970s, the mines were shut down, and the island's residents slowly left. Today, the island represents one of the most well-known abandoned islands in the world. Visitors are only allowed to visit via guided tours. The crumbling buildings and streets overtaken by the sea show how life on this island was intense and difficult. The island has also been featured in films, such as the James Bond movie Skyfall. 4. Centralia, United States. Centralia, a small town in Pennsylvania, experienced one of the most bizarre incidents in American history when a fire broke out in an underground coal mine in 1962. The fire continued for years, spreading beneath the town, making it uninhabitable due to toxic smoke and gases leaking from the ground. By the 1970s, residents were forced to leave after studies showed the area was no longer safe to live in. Today, Centralia remains one of the most mysterious abandoned towns in the world, where visitors can see streets covered with smoke and sinkholes opening up from the ground. Centralia has become a symbol of the negative effects of mining on the environment and is considered a real-life ghost town that can only be seen from a distance. 5. Ordos, China. Ordos is a modern city located in Inner Mongolia, China. The city was built in the early 2000s to be an advanced urban model capable of housing millions of people. Despite the city's impressive infrastructure, it remained nearly empty due to the lack of industries and jobs to attract people. The large residential buildings and hotels were constructed across a vast area, but the city became deserted shortly after completion. Ordos serves as an example of excessive urban planning that doesn't align with the needs of the population. It is considered one of the strangest abandoned cities in modern times. 6. Bodie, California, United States. Bodie, located in California, was once a bustling gold mining town during the California gold rush in the 19th century. The town was founded in 1859 and became a major center for gold mining as people began to discover gold deposits in the area. By 1879, the population had surpassed 1,000 residents. As the population grew, many public and private buildings were constructed, including churches and schools. However, by 1910, gold mining began to decline, and most residents left. Today, Bodie is one of the best preserved ghost towns in the US and is managed as a state historic park. Visitors can explore many of the well-preserved buildings, including old homes, hotels, and stores, making it one of the most unique tourist destinations. 7. Farinassi, Spain. Farinassi is an old industrial city in Spain, known for its textile industry in the 20th century. At its peak, the city housed many factories that employed thousands of workers. However, with the decline of the textile industry in the 1970s, workers began leaving the city in search of jobs elsewhere, and this led to the city's gradual decay. Today, Farinassi looks like a scene from a horror movie, with moss and algae covering the abandoned buildings that were once a major industrial hub. Farinassi is now a popular destination for urban exploration enthusiasts who enjoy diving into history and visiting places once full of life but now silent and forgotten. Abandoned cities hold within them histories filled with events and contradictions. Each city tells a story of progress, decline, and nature reclaiming what was once created by human hands. If you enjoyed this video about abandoned cities, don't forget to hit the like button and share the video with your friends. You can also subscribe to the channel and activate the notification bell to stay updated on all our new content. Share in the comments which abandoned city intrigued you the most and why. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.